Alright. Join us on Facebook, social medias of all kinds. No, I was going to just add this on.
I know you were.
Alright, yeah. We have a Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch. You guys can all follow. Like, comment, subscribe this video if you want more.
We might start doing some live stream giveaways.
Yeah, we're going to try and get more.
Some live stream injustice fights against me.
A little hard, but like we're finally getting a little bit of time off of work, so it'll be...
I'm going to have a consistent job.
Yeah, it might.
He's going to have a consistent schedule.
I will, for at least the whole summer.
Yeah.
Alright guys, welcome back. As per request, we will be doing a review on the animated series Cowboy Bebop.
That was perfect.
Thank you.
That was really weird.
And
10 out of 10.
a lot of people love this show. A lot of people give it a 10 out of 10. I do not. But I'm not gonna...
I'm not gonna say it.
I don't know what I would give
We're
it
gonna
for
give
a
you
score.
a review. We'll figure it out with you.
I'm gonna start off by saying this is obviously a very convoluted and mysterious anime. So like you get like this much detail. You get like that much detail, which I'm a big details guy, unfortunately. So like, if you're like going into this thinking, I see these reviews like 10, 9, 8.5 out of 10, I'm thinking this is gonna be the fucking bee's knees. I am ready for this shit, and then I was just like let down, like a lot. I don't know.
I wouldn't say I was. I liked it.
Did you look at?
I can see your reasoning.
Yeah.
I totally see it, but like I like the way they did it.
Yeah. So like
I like the characters, like everything.
It's a story about Spike, Faye, and Jet, whose last names have been lost to me already.
Jet Black?
Yeah, Jet Black.
That's such a fresh fucking last name.
And the dog, and they go on to they're bounty hunters and they're.
Jet and Spike are bounty hunters.
You know, they kind of like become it, like yeah.
And Ed's some random kid.
Super genius, but like not really. And same with the dog. And the timeline's always screwy because like they knew that like it was gonna be like a mystery and shit. So like shit doesn't add up sometimes. So it's a little confusing if you don't really pay attention. Like at the time, it was only like 73 years in the future or something. And some stuff doesn't make sense, like how. I mean, maybe you could explain it, but they never do. How like Faye's like a blank slate, as they said at one point, and then becomes in 3 short years like a con expert, like to the point where she can fool casinos way in the future.
Well, that could have been a past, I think, because the casinos are kind of the same.
Maybe, but like.
Well, the next thing, I can agree with you on that.
She becomes like this expert dogfighter, can hold their own, or is like almost Spike's equal at fighting in the air. What else did I say? She knows martial arts now. She's like fucking, like Jet Li or something. It is like, okay, Bruce, whatever you want, man.
What?
And it was kind of disappointing to me because like there were a lot of storylines I thought that were like could have been, but they just didn't follow through with them. I don't if they didn't want to or they didn't think they had to. It was up to them. Like Jet's background with his love interest. That was interesting. I was like, damn, what? I thought we were going to get more, and then we didn't, as per usual. Vicious, you know about 4 things about the guy. He's Spike's arch nemesis. He joined a syndicate after working with him shortly, was in the war of something, and then wants to take over this mob. And that's about it. Outside of that, you really don't know a lot about the guy.
Is this the transaction?
Transaction?
Transsexual?
Oh no, no. Vicious was the guy with the sword.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. About 2. It's some parts of like like they're bounty hunters, so like they don't get a lot of the bounties they go after, and I just kind of really hate that. Like it's almost like Ed, and Eddie for me. Like they're always trying to get jawbreakers, and they just never get them. Like
well, sometimes they do.
You gotta be quicker than that, or it's not a very good one. And it's just usually a tease to me. It's just and then you just really never get it. Yeah,
always. Or Faye will steal the money.
Faye steals the money left and right, and they just don't seem to. Oh yeah, you come back, sure, no problem. You spent the money, we'll get more, even though they don't. Some episodes do provide backstory you want. And
he loves those episodes.
Excellent. No, I'm not even gonna talk about those ones. Excellent backstory, and some of the episodes where. You don't really expect it to come out of, like, more filler-ish than some of the other ones. And there's nothing wrong with filler. I will never ever say there's something wrong with it. It's just, how much of it is what becomes the problem. And I'm not worried about that either, honestly, because, it was kind of like its own thing. I'm thinking more like Bleach, where you have literally arcs and arcs and arcs of filler. Here, it was like, I kind of guess I see what you're doing with the series. Yeah, it's a 26 episode filler, 26 episodes thing, but like, yeah, you know.
They're just trying to have some interesting episodes in between.
Yeah, and you know, it would have been like kind of nice to know why Spike and Vicious were enemies. Like,
I want to know how Spike and Jet met.
I want to know how they met. This would have been a very fucking good story. You could have did a whole...
Then again, there are 3 movies.
Could have did a whole lot. We didn't see the movies, but like, you know,
so let us know. I mean,
maybe we'll watch the movies. But like, you
that.
know, based on just this, outside of the movies, you don't get a lot, and it's very upsetting because like the two-parters you get are excellent. They're mind-blowing, fantastic, great. Had me on the edge of my seat. I loved them. When that first one came by, I was like, damn, this is what they're talking about when they say 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 10 out of 10. I want some more. And then I didn't get any.
Till like a few episodes later.
Yeah, and so like, yeah, till the end, which is it's just, you know, spoiler free and shit, so we won't go into great detail about the 2-parter episodes. Bang. So now, we'll go back into the pros because, you know...
We're there, but we'll go back into them.
Yeah, I know. I said we're going to talk about it.
Right,
because I do think this is a staple anime. I do think people should watch this. It's a very good. If you watch anime, this should be under your belt, I think. Just not my cup of tea. I don't enjoy it.
I enjoyed it very much.
You enjoyed it very much. Alright, so the music is in its own right.
A1 steak sauce?
A1 steak sauce. Good, great.
I love the fucking banjo shit.
Yeah, I know. It's
so unexpected.
And, you know, I don't... As much as I said I hated the intro as much as I did, it made sense.
Yo, you hated... He hates the intro.
Honestly, I just kind of hate that style of intro, but, like, it makes sense.
Archer style?
It makes sense, though. It makes sense. I can't lie.
Fucker.
I don't know.
It was too long. It was way too long.
It just irks me, I guess.
I like the music, but like it was way too long. It was like 2 minutes long.
Yeah, it takes fucking forever.
It was like an Archer theme, though, you know?
Animation was excellent.
I loved it.
Great. They didn't take many shortcuts. This is coming from somebody who's watched, like, a lot of Naruto. And man, oh man.
I just learned that Shippuden was awful.
Can you skip on animations in a fight scene in that series, man? Oh my Jesus, they're so bad.
Show me some gifs.
There are so many gifs. It's so bad. It's pathetic. The art, I'm a big fan of art. I don't know about you. You draw.
No, I hate art, yo. Damn.
Art for me is a huge part of it. Like, honestly, if you have art, your story can be a little lacking, but if you have a really great story, your art can be a little lacking. You cannot have a lackage on either, with both, I feel. So you gotta have one or the other. This is part of the noir genre, so crime and stuff.
Apparently.
I don't see a lot of these. I don't watch or read a lot of anything really crime related, to be honest.
When I think of noir, I think black and white fucking, hey, we need to figure this out.
That's kind of like crime, though. You have to figure it out. It's ambiguous.
I'm just trying to do bounties. I'm just trying to murder.
Yeah, it's crime, though, and shit. So, you know.
They are the crime.
A lot of the time, they are the crime. That's true. So
let's fucking destroy this casino.
I really liked their style. The ships looked great for what I thought. It was supposed to be like kind of like cowboyish, but yet in the future, futuristic. I liked how, yeah, bebopish. I very much enjoyed how they worked that. I was very unsure at first. I was like, cowboys in the future riding spaceships.
When they explained cowboys, they're just bounty hunters.
Yeah, then it started making sense to me.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you got your character development.
I love all the characters.
I do like the characters, I agree. I wish some of them...
You loved Ed.
I did like Ed. I liked Ed a lot. And then they did nothing with Ed. Nothing.
Sometimes.
You know, some characters had great development, others did not. You know, the dog that's supposed to be a super genius, you never see him do anything genius.
Super genius school?
Yeah, ever. I mean, he makes a few, like, gestures, like, just at the right moments, like, yeah, I understand what you're talking about, and if I could talk, I'd tell you. But he doesn't do anything outside of that. I was, like, waiting for this dog to fly a ship or something, or hack a supercomputer, and he just never did anything. He just found the dog, and now it's supposed to be smart.
And Ed was a super genius too.
Ed was a super genius.
I feel like the dog was kind of talking to Ed, you know.
Yeah, the only time you ever... Yeah.
They were together the whole time.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
The only time you ever really saw Ed do anything smart was that episode with the chess, and I thought that she was going to be a big part of the series, and she, honestly...
By the way, a she.
She honestly wasn't. Whereas you have Spike, Jet, and Faye now, who did have character development, but it was very subtle. You really had to pay attention or else you missed it. There was an episode where Spike asked Faye if ever he was in dire need of her help, would she help him? And like 2 episodes later or something like that, she actually does, and you kind of see like a spark there, and then it like goes to shit later on, but it doesn't matter. And then you got that fight between Spike and Jet. And
I love that fight.
You see how they can bond afterwards and how they evolve from there. And it's very, very subtle. You really have to be like aware of what's going on.
They show them as actual people.
You can't, it's very
down to earth.
Yeah, down to earth, even though they're never on earth, really. I think a lot of people are nostalgic when it comes to this anime.
If you watched it.
If you already watched it, I think that might have something to do with why people think it's so great. I think it's good. I think it's great between you're watching your serious animes, when you're like going to bed, you want to watch something real quick, you want to do something on an airplane ride. I think it's great for these things, but if you want a serious anime, like you want to get into something, this is not where you should go.
I mean, it's only 20.
You'll be kind of disappointed, honestly. It's a fantastic gateway one too. Like you're not into it really. You really want to kind of see what the world's about. Start off with this. You'll get right into the anime scene, and you'll start understanding things. And you can jump into something a little more heavy or less heavy. It depends on your cup of tea. This was not my cup of tea. And if I was rating it,
I don't like tea, but this was my cup of tea.
Based on what it was, I could give it an 8 out of 10. But like on my standards, it'd be lower. I'd say like a 7 max for me. But I liked a lot of details, so that kind of throws it off. So I understand why a lot of people would love this series, honestly. And you should watch it, even if this wouldn't be your cup of tea. You should have this under your belt so that you can talk to people about your different interests. It's staple, in my opinion. You should watch this, absolutely.
Oh yeah, I gave it an 8.5. 9 if it was longer.
9 if it was longer.
Like 4 episodes longer, even.
Yeah. Oh.
Just need a little more.
One more.
A little bit more add-ins.
Some more detail. That's all.
Two more episodes to explain backstories and like another 2-part, like you said. Would have been nice.
Yeah, but that's what he wanted. And I don't think he's actually the authors have done anything since. Honestly, I'm pretty sure someone told me that they have since Bebop, nothing. Just dark under the radar. So if you guys want us to review another series, another anime or a manga or something, we're working on, I believe, Devil's Line right now. We're going to see how that goes. I'm going to try and get this guy right here to read Rosario Vampire. And
that's really random. I didn't know you were doing that.
I really want him to do that. That's a fucking... That is a... Yeah, but you'll get right into it. That is top tier for me.
Show, dude.
Yeah, don't watch the show. If you watch the show, I'll be disrespected.
Too late.
So, catch us on the next episode of Drawing Blanks. Comment below what you think. You would disagree with us. Would you like us to review something else you want us to know? Anything?
Say that again.
Say it again.
Oh no, say it like a third time.
A third time. I understand, but just reinstating. People can jump in.
No, if you want us to review it, let us know.
Don't worry. Tell us your opinion. We'll comment back. We have no problems. My opinion's garbage. I know. And we'll see you next time.